absolutely, positively gorgeous day in New York City. With that said, we welcome in Dr. David A. Robinson, professor and climatologist from Rutgers University, as well as the official New Jersey State climatologist. The New Jersey State Police commissioned him for weather reports regarding the Super Bowl. Dave, welcome.
My pleasure.
Some resume, Dave, huh?
It's a fun.
That just sounded pretty official.
Fun to do what you really enjoy doing.
Nice.
All right, so weather's obviously a big topic. Everyone's talking about the Super Bowl and what it's going to be like. I personally hope it snows and snows and snows some more. What are we expecting on Super Bowl Sunday?
Actually, it's not likely that it would snow. The average temperature at kickoff should be in the low to mid 30s. So that's on average. But it's been as warm as 61 at kickoff and as cold as 13. So you have to be prepared for everything. It only precipitates about 1 out of every 4 times. And of that, only a little bit of snow. So there's only like a 10% chance of seeing some snow falling during the game.
Doc, we've talked about contingency plans, or the NFL has, about contingency plans just in case there's some bad weather. But realistically, how long in advance can you really get a feel for what's about to transpire so that you can implement another plan if you have to?
Real good question. You could probably see a major storm complex heading east about a week before the game.
Okay.
But you're going to only be able to zero in on the afternoon and evening of the game, maybe 3 days, 4 days at best ahead of time. It's really tough to make these forecasts, particularly at this time of the year with storms coming in, rain, snow lines, things like that.
So what about the Farmer's Almanac? Because the Farmer's Almanac, I read it. I go to sleep with it. The Farmer's Almanac is telling me it's going to be a wintry mix.
That they do. And there's, frankly, no science that says you can forecast the weather that far ahead. They put that out this summer.
So I should throw it out. Forget the Farmer's Almanac.
Wait till $2.99.
Exactly.
You still have the hard copy?
Who doesn't?
I don't. It's on
a lot
disc,
of good
man.
articles
online
there. A lot of good articles.
But you're
in there,
not
but not
buying
the
it.
forecast. No, it's just not possible to do so.
How much has the weather, you talk about global warming and all the trends in the last 15, 20 years, and I mean, I don't know enough about it to even really intelligently speak to it, but my question is, how much have the weather patterns really changed in the Northeast, say, the past 2 decades or so? Anything that you can really decipher? Anything that jumps out?
We've gotten a little bit warmer in all seasons, but we haven't seen a decline in snowfall. We've seen a little bit more precipitation, but no, glaring signs. There are changes taking place, but they're subtle. As a climatologist, you kind of have to be patient because the meteorologists handle the big storms, and they're still coming and going.
Was the weather today something that you saw coming in the metropolitan area?
Be honest.
I'm happy.
As a matter of fact, we did know a week's time ago, we knew that there was going to be a warm period coming up, and it's going to real back and forth. We just had snow cover. We're going to be cold by Christmas. But we knew a week ago. And with temperature, we might be able to get a handle about 2 weeks in advance, whether it's going to be on the cold or warm side. But the storms are a little bit more difficult, a lot more difficult.
I wish I would have talked to you before I spent all this money on the generator, man. I could save me. I could ask me extra Christmas dough.
How about last week's weather and how frigid it was? I mean, is that something? I mean, look, this was New York, New Jersey 1 week ago. How do you explain that?
Absolutely. It's been a very active weather pattern across the country this entire month. And right now there's severe weather in parts of the country. There's cold and snow in others. And that's going to be heading east, at least the cold part, to replenish what we had just a week ago. And look, 2 weeks ago, Philadelphia was playing in the snow.
That was great.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
Up in the Meadowlands, it was just flurrying. And now it's 70 degrees.
Well, I'm going to be on a plane tomorrow going to Dallas to see the in-laws, and hopefully I'm not stuck in Newark. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to fly out? Am I going to get out tomorrow?
There's going to be a front coming through, and there's going to be periods of some heavy rain. It's the timing. See, there's the case. We don't know what the timing
about a 1:30 flight.
exactly
1:30 flight out of Newark. You tell me.
We'll see. We'll work on it for you.
I want to show you the
Thanks,
precipitation in New York, New Jersey on February the 2nd for the last 5 years. You see something like this. From where you sit, what's your reaction?
I'd say you have to be prepared for anything at that time of the year. It's the heart of winter. So you can be real cold, you can be pretty mild. You can expect the possibility of some rain falling. You know, we've never had a big snowstorm on February 2nd. This is looking back at 80 years of record from over in Newark.
Oh, that means we're due.
Yeah,
well,
here it comes.
Just two days after that, back in 1961, there was 15 inches of snow on the 4th of February. So you can pop a big storm at that time of the year, but it's not all that common.
How much do the Scarlet Knights lean on you as they get ready for football? They give you a call during the season? Check in on you?
I've talked to them once or twice.
Get the inside info? Nice.
I tell you what, all you East Coast guys overreact. A guy from the Midwest who's used to dealing with all the elements, this is fall, this is early spring weather. This is great. This is nothing, man. No,
I'm not complaining.
Hakuna Matata, man. This is going to be a great Super Bowl. They handled the ice in Dallas, and Dallas wasn't prepared to handle the ice.
I don't know if they really handled that ice in Dallas.
It was a disaster.
It was an absolute embarrassment.
Yep.
Well, they will handle it better here because they're used to this type of weather out here. They'll be okay. They got more cars and trucks to salt the roads, and let's get it done, man. Let's not complain. Let's enjoy a unique Super Bowl.
And to that end, you have to believe that the metropolitan area is bracing for the worst, obviously, right?
You have to be prepared for the worst. I mean, that's always what you have to look out for. And they've got fleets of snow plows, salters. They have machines at the stadium to melt snow and dump it in there from the parking lots. Believe me, they're ready. And as I said, as you said, I gave a report to the state police because they wanted to be prepared.
State police, huh? Is there, I heard this a while ago that they're going to try to build in heaters in the chairs. Is that viable? Is that going to work?
Well, I know they have them on the benches, but in all the chairs.
I don't care about the players. I'm worried about us sitting in the stands.
I was at the old Giant Stadium in a 20-degree
You can afford that coin?
CBS is hooking.
Oh, ballin'.
Did you get the email?
Dr. Robinson, appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Listen, it's an omnipresent topic, the weather, of course, for the Super